Happy day everyone. Welcome to M.O.P classroom. This is Miss Amirtha Varshini DE from the Department of Commerce, BCom Accounting and Finance Shift 2. I am here to deliver a lecture on Business Model Canvas. Business Model Canvas. So first let us see the splitter. Business is nothing but a trade, model is a template, and canvas is an instrument used by the artist to demonstrate their art. So under Business Model Canvas, a template for doing business noting all the key components of the business is given. We should thank Dr. Alexander Osterwald to giving the world this business model canvas. So it was basically done by him under his PhD project in 2005, but it was released to the world in the year 2008. So this is how a business model canvas will look like. It has totally 9 key elements, but nowadays since we have sustainability as a main thing in whatever businesses we do, we can also add it as the 10th element. So these are the elements. We have customer segments, relationship, channels, revenue streams, basically all the good aspects of our business. It will help the business people to visualize what they will have to do and how they will have to do. So our first element is target customer. So before doing any business, first we'll have to decide what product or service we are going to do, and accordingly we should also decide on the customer segmentation. For whom are you giving the value? To whom are you producing the product or the service? And according to that only we can decide on the marketing strategies, design of the product, feature of the product to reach the comfort level of the customers. So it has to be decided based on the demographics of the customers and their preferences. So according to the age, if a product is for kids, for teenagers, or for senior citizens, according to their gender, male or female, to the locality in which they live, and also the preferences like social and cultural preferences. Accordingly, it will be decided, and we'll have to see in which type of market we are going to launch our product, whether it is a mass market or it is a niche market, and we'll have to segment it accordingly. Our second element is value proposition. So value proposition is nothing but the uniqueness of our product or service. What value we are going to add to the customers for whatever they pay. So here we'll have to specify the feature of our products, the design of our product, and what market gap it builds. Because if an already existing product is coming again, even then there will have to be some feature that shows us above our competitors. So we'll have to decide on what product and how it is different from the competitor's product. So how the market gaps are being filled by the product will have to be seen, and we should also compare our products and services to the competitors' products and services in order to know in which level we are. We should also quote about the different problems that the product or service addresses and how it satisfies all the customer needs. For example, nowadays even women dresses are coming along with pockets, because women are also going out, they'll have to travel so long, so pockets are associated with their dresses now for reaching their comfort levels. And now we also have ready to wear saris, 20-second saris, 30-second saris, which would satisfy the needs of working women who will have to wear sari every day. And we also have value proposition canvas, which will help us know more about the value proposition element of our business. Customer relationship. First, we'll have to decide how we are going to create a relationship with your customer and what are all the ways to achieve that. For example, in many shops nowadays, they send us thank you cards along with our product. They will be sending us SMSs, thank you messages. They'll give us purchase points for each and every product, so that when the purchase point reach a certain level, you can get free products from them, and some customized offers and discounts. And whenever there is some product launch which would match our taste, that recommendations would reach us. So why should we concentrate on customer relationship? It is all because to improve the brand loyalty among customers and the frequency of purchases. So the first point in which we are going to reach our customer is advertisement. So again, according to the customer segment, we'll have to decide on how we are going to advertise our product. And after advertising the product, whenever the customer comes for the purchase, we'll have to see how we are going to address them, how we are going to talk with them, how we are going to deal with them. Even in an online purchase, you can see some online chatbots that come and talk with you. They welcome you, they'll give you recommendations and help you out in making the online purchases. So after that, we'll be sending them messages and we'll have a connection with them throughout. And after sales services also play a very major role in creating brand loyalty. Channels. So any producer cannot reach the customer directly, so he should have channels of distribution in between the lane. So for that, first we'll have to decide whether we are a manufacturing company or a trading company. If we are a manufacturing company, we should decide from where our raw materials are going to come, who are our suppliers. So that is one of the channel. And for trading, we are going to import finished products and then trade that. So we'll have to see from where we are going to get the finished products. After getting that, whether we are going to own our own showrooms or whether we are going to give it through the retailers, sales people, whether we are going to post it online. So we'll have to decide on the channel of distribution. So first we'll have to see how many number of channels are there, and then what is the cost involved with each of the channels. For example, if you are having some product which is very regional, and if you have too many channels of distribution, that is going to cause a loss for us, because we can directly reach to the people and give the product if it is within a limited area. So like that, we'll have to decide how many channels, what is the cost involved, who are all the suppliers, who are all the delivery partners, which delivery partner codes the less for delivering your products to your consumers. Next, we'll move on to revenue streams. So the motive of any business is going to be revenue. So how are we going to get revenue? So in a business, the main source of revenue is nothing but sale of their product or service. So when you sell, for what amount they are buying matters a lot. So we'll have to concentrate on pricing. So first we'll have to make a market research on which we will be able to find out how much the customers are willing to pay for a product. Then we'll have to compare it with the actual price. Then you can think about raising the price or reducing the price. So when you do that, you should also consider in which part of product life cycle your product or service is. So accordingly, you can fix the price. And again, in pricing, you have several pricing strategies like skimming and all, and then odd number pricing. So all these pricing strategies will help you to grab the customer's attention to your pricing. Then what is the fees they are going to pay, any additional fees for installation, that has to be decided. Next, we'll be saying what are all the key activities that is to be done by the business. So we said under value propositions, we are going to see what are all the products we are going to give, the features and services of the product or any other direct service that is to be done by the company. But under key activities, we are going to see what are all the day-to-day operations that is be done by the business. So if you are a manufacturing company, production will be your day-to-day operation. Problem solving will be one operation. You will have to network with other people. And what are all the other activities related to your resources? So to grab your resources from your supplier, you will have to depend on logistics. Then for your finances, what billing or whatever accounts you are going to maintain, how you are going to network, the advertising part of it. So everything will form a day-to-day activities that is to be done by the business, and that has to be listed here. Then key resources. Under key resources, first we should see what are all the assets that is to be used. So whether you need a building, what machinery you need, all those things will have to be decided. And then we'll have to see what are all the physical resources that we will need. So physical resources, we can say raw materials I need, these equipments I need to make my product. For packaging, I'll need these products. So this can be done under physical resources. And then we'll have to see what are all the intellectual resources we will need. So in order to produce a particular product or publish a particular book, you will need the intellectual property rights like patents or copyrights. And then we'll have to see what is the number of human resource that we will need, the employees that we will need, whether it is white collar, blue collar, whatever we will need for our business. And then we'll have to see what are all the financial resources we'll need, how much money we need. We'll have to put on budgets and decide on it accordingly. Key partnerships. So any business cannot be run only by a single person than the sole proprietor. Even if it is a sole proprietor, he will have to get his supplies from some other person, which means there are partners always in a business. So key partnership will have to decide on who are all the suppliers, and in some major companies they will also have human resource suppliers, people to manage the organization. A particular team from outside will come to manage the organization, a HR team will be there. So like that, what are all the resources you needed from the outside will have to be given by your key partners only. So according to the resources you need, you will have to choose on who are your key partners, and you should also be aware of what is the cost involved, and you'll have to look into the quotations, and based on the activities you will choose your key partners. Next, we will move on to the cost structure. So first we'll have to decide whether your business is going to be cost driven or value driven. Cost driven is nothing but concentrating on the cost, lowering the cost and bringing effective products, or value driven is concentrating on the quality of the product. Then we'll have to see what types of cost we have to deal with. Fixed cost like rent, salary is also there. Variable cost we have. So when we do promotions in some months interval, then we will be having variable cost for that, and everything will depend on that promotion, whether we are doing it or not. Then the increased output, when you're planning for expansions and all, we'll have to look into the variable cost, and according to the resources and activities that we have deployed in our business, we will have to look into the cost that is being associated with this. So the cost structure gives you the whole view on how much cost is involved in doing your business. So those were the 9 important elements of a business canvas model, and along with this, sustainability can also be added as an element, as nowadays we all concentrate on sustainability, and these 9 elements can be followed, and it also helps you to visualize in one screen about how you are going to do your business and what about your resources, and it gives you an idea on doing a proper business. Hope this helps you. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe MOP Classroom for more such videos.